Hi, how are you today? Well, today I'm at my grandmother's house again, and we are going to read another Frog and Toad story. So remember Frog and Toad, the book. This is Frog and Toad together. And then this is a chapter book, or there's a story book. It has lots of different stories in one book. And this is the table of contents. Today we're going to read a story called The Dream, and that starts on page 52. So let's get started. The Dream. Toad was asleep, and he was having a dream. He was on a stage, and he was wearing a costume. Toad looked out into the dark. Frog was sitting in the theater. On stage, there's Frog in the audience. A strange voice from far away said, "Presenting the greatest toad in all the world." Toad took a deep bow. Frog looked smaller as he shouted, "Hooray for Toad!" "Toad will now play the piano very well," said the strange voice. Toad played the piano, and he did not miss a note. "Frog," cried Toad, "can you play the piano like this?" "No," said Frog. It seemed to Toad that Frog looked even smaller. "Toad will now walk on a high wire, and he will not fall down," said the voice. Toad walked on the high wire. "Frog," cried Toad, "can you do tricks like this?" "No," peeped Frog, who looked very, very small. See how Frog's just getting smaller and smaller? "Toad will now dance, and he will be wonderful," said the voice. "Frog, can you be as wonderful as this?" said Toad, as he danced all over the stage. There was no answer. Toad looked out into the theater. Frog was so small that he could not be seen or heard. "Frog," said Toad, "where are you?" There was still no answer. "Frog, what have I done?" cried Toad. Can't see his friend. He's worried. Then the voice said, "The greatest Toad will now—" "Shut up!" screamed Toad. "Frog, Frog, where have you gone?" Toad was spinning in the dark. "Come back, Frog," he shouted. "I will be lonely." Where is he? See? Where is his friend? He'll be lonely. His friend is gone. "I'm right here," said Frog. Frog was standing near Toad's bed. "Wake up, Toad," he said. "Frog, is that really you?" said Toad. "Of course it's me," said Frog. "And are you your own right side?" asked Toad. "It's just a dream." "Yes, I think so," said Frog. Toad looked at the sunshine coming through the window. "Frog," he said, "I am so glad that you came over." "I always do," said Frog. See? Then Frog and Toad ate a big breakfast, and after that they spent a fine, long day together. See, they're playing leapfrog. Do you ever play leapfrog at school? You jump over and then the next person jumps over. The end. It's a good story, isn't it? Do you ever feel like you want to be the most important person and you want to be the biggest, like Toad in his dream? He wanted to be the greatest and the best, and then he tried to tell Frog, "Hey, can you do this? Can you do this?" And he tried to make Frog feel small. Sometimes when we try to make our friends feel small and make ourselves feel big, then our friends disappear and we don't have friends. So even if you're really good at something, you don't want to try to make other people feel bad about it. And I think that's what Toad was learning, was that he was trying to be the best and the greatest, and then he tried to say, hey, can you do what I do? And it made his friend small. It made Frog so small that Frog just disappeared. So it's okay to be good at something and for people to be like, good job, but you don't want to make other people feel small and make them feel unimportant. Alright, I hope that you liked this story and you liked Frog and Toad, and we will read another Frog and Toad tomorrow. Alright, bye!